All right, week 1 daily fantasy value picks here for the NFL. We're starting at QB. We're talking Jimmy G. Jimmy G absolutely feasted on this Arizona Cardinals defense last season. 4 touchdowns in both games he played against them last season. Over 300 yards in one, over 400 passing yards in the other. He loves playing these Arizona Cardinals. Can't pass up on Jimmy G here. Then we got TARIK Cohen. Now, Cohen is an interesting one. It's still early in the week. We'll have to wait here. We'll get better news. But right now, it looks like David Montgomery's up in the air. This is a David Montgomery not playing play right here. If David Montgomery plays, not as interested at all really in TARIK Cohen here. But it is a game. If Montgomery doesn't play, looking questionable right now, could suit up though, then you're going to stay away from him. And if that's the case, I think you look at Buffalo and ZACK Moss, a cheap running back here who Buffalo's went out and said like, hey, we want to use this guy in the goal line situations more often than not if we can here. Playing in New York Jets, favorable matchup here. Might get quite a few chances at some goal line touchdowns here for ZACK Moss against the Jets, and you got to like the upside there with those touchdowns. They're going to the wide receiver position. A little bit harder to find those cheaper guys, especially early in the year when you ain't completely sure how a team feels about a guy with no training camp or no preseason and just training camp. But we know DK Metcalf is a guy that had a very good year, and we expect him to continue that this season with the Seahawks against an Atlanta secondary that could give up some points here to the wide receiver position. Then we're going over to Tampa Bay and Rob Gronkowski. You gotta go Gronk, right? Who knows what happens throughout the season with Gronk, but right now it's Tampa Bay, it's New Orleans. You're expecting a shootout here. Gronkowski, still one of Tom Brady's favorite all-time targets, and he's pretty cheap here for a tight end, coming in at 4,900. You got to take that chance. Then on defense, we're going with the LA Chargers. A cheaper defense here leaves you some cap space for other areas, but the Chargers defense, who knows what the Bengals are going to do? It could be a very sloppy game. Maybe Joe Burrow carves the Chargers to pieces. Who knows? First game of his career. For that reason, you expect the jitters. You expect some mistakes from Burrow, and more importantly, this is a Bengals offensive line that is still yet to prove they can stop a pass rush that is very dominant in this LA Chargers organization right now, and those sacks will add up and help this team out, I think, here at the very least. Loving the Chargers. That's our value picks for the week. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.